Hey friends, it's time to do the thing. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. Y'all know this. I love the Saturday Psychic Sampler. For me, it is so much fun. The whole deal is you ask specific questions, and I have the privilege of giving you specific answers. So get those specific questions in. I will do the best I can for you. I will take these in the order in which I see them. I'm very grateful to all of you. If you're here for the first time, of course, please do subscribe. Please do like this video. Special shout out to the members and the moderators. Really appreciate you. And of course, super chats and super stickers are most appreciated, but will not skip you ahead in the line. I will take these in the order I see them in. All right. So, and then there are the questions that are just like, I'm reading ahead. I mean, don't think I don't do that, right? If I have the time, when y'all are getting your questions in, I'm sitting here and I'm reading them and I'm like, oh, interesting. That's going to be fun. Do I pre-read? No, I do not. You know, I don't actually pre-read, but I do pre-read with my eyes, right? All right, let's get going. First person I see is Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. First question I see is Trey. Thanks so much for being here, Trey. The idea of soul contracts is something that's been interesting to me lately. It's something I believe to be at least somewhat true. What's one of mine? So I love that. I love the question. I love the concept. And I've always loved the idea of soul contracts as well. I think it's an interesting thing to think about, right? Now, but then you know me. You know that I'm irreverent and I have a sense of humor. So now I'm thinking, well, if there's soul contracts, then there's got to be soul attorneys, soul paralegals. How does that all work? Okay, here we go. What is one of your soul contracts, Trey? One of your soul contracts. Trey, you have come onto this planet with a drive to create something. And at the very same time, whatever it is you want to create is hard to create. It's painstaking. It takes a long time, but you've come with this drive to do it, so you have to do it. Adrija Roy, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Talk to this guy, H. Can you please pick up some cards as to what he's looking for and if there could be any long-term potential here? Okay, so what is H looking for real? I think he is definitely looking for marriage, but he's like, I mean, that's not a bad thing, though. It's not a bad thing. He's looking for marriage, but he's like very careful. Like he doesn't want to choose badly, and who does? You know, no one should go into marriage willy-nilly. He's looking for a good conversation. He's looking for attraction. He's looking for something that seems workable. All right, that's fair. Do I think that what the two of you could have together could actually be workable? Do I see that? Is that possible? Could it be? You know my theory. I think you should talk to as many potentials as you possibly can. But I'm not loving this one. And it's not that I'm not loving this one as a human being. I'm just not loving this one for you. But you can talk to him, see what happens, and keep looking for sure. You'll find someone. You really will. George, nice to see you. Do I think there's any hope that destiny could regather you with Sherry in the future? I mean, anything is possible. You know, the sun could turn to ice tomorrow. Anything is possible, but I don't think it's likely. Lisa Harmon, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Lisa, I'll get right to you. First of all, I have to say thank you to Justine. Thanks for being a member, thanks for being a moderator, and thanks for helping out with a super sticker. Really appreciate it. And I love that the soul contract question is catching on. Other people are now asking it, and I love that. That's so good. When someone comes up with a fun, creative question, it just makes a lot of sense. All right, here we go. Lisa, I would like to know if my ancestors have any message for me. And thank you for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Feels like the message is that no one in your ancestry really knew or understood how to deal with the energy of unconditional love. And so it falls incumbent on you to really be working with that energy and playing with that energy and understanding that energy. Lydia, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I keep having to talk to him during the break because of a financial issue. How does he feel about these interactions we keep having? And how does he currently feel about our distance and our break? Okay, well, as regards the interactions, it causes heartache and upset, but he's also happy to see you. How does he feel about the break? He wishes the break weren't happening. I think he doesn't want the break to happen, but I feel like you're having to talk to each other because of financial issues. But I think it's financial issues that caused you to need the break in the first place too. And not knowing how to handle all of that. But I don't think he wants the break. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think he does. And I think the whole thing makes him sad and upset. And I think he's always happy to see you or talk to you. Trey, I'm glad that made you giggle. I wanted that to make you giggle because it made me giggle, and I thought it probably would. All right, Jeannie Mnuchin, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Working with Eric looks like it'll be a longer process than expected and put a delay on working with Linda, but will be important. Should I stay with him to its logical conclusion? It's a frustration, but yes, you should. Yes. In for a penny, in for a pound. Here we are. SJ, it's so nice to see you. I would like to know if there will be any more grandchildren in my future. I think there will be. Yes. And I wonder if there's someone who wants to conceive who's been having a hard time conceiving, or if there's been difficulty. But I do see a child. Lisa, thanks for that feedback. It makes sense. My experience with my ancestors is they don't understand and are maybe a little afraid of it. Yep, makes sense. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. What should I know about Carol? She's my Pilates instructor and invited me to go shopping with her today. I feel like we could be friends, but would like to know more so I don't get disappointed. I know it's so hard. So hard. All right. Let's take a look. Carol is a ball of energy and is a lot of fun and is hard to get to know at a deeper level. Even though she's inviting you to do outside of the thing, it doesn't mean she's going to be willing to share what's really up with her. And there's a lot of depth that she has, and she may not want to share it all. Why does she want to go shopping with you? I think you're both busy, and I think friends are hard. It's hard to make friends, and I think that, there is some mutual energy there. Could the two of you actually be friends for real? Maybe, yeah, maybe. So I would just say go with low expectations and recognize she's complex. And I don't mean bad. I just mean she's deep, she's complex, and she doesn't let people get to know her quickly, and it takes time. So don't go in with high expectations, but I don't think there's anything super evil going on here either. Mediha Ness, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. What's next at work? What should I avoid? What should I push on? Okay, will do. And I just, before I want to get there, Ness, give me 1 second. I just want to answer a couple of feedbacks. SJ, there have been problems. That's what I thought. They should keep trying. They will get what they want. Seriously. Trey, if it's hard, I'm not going to work to achieve it then because I'm too lazy. But Trey, that's what I think the whole soul contract is about. You're not lazy. You're not at all lazy. You are dealing with trauma that makes it hard for you to believe in yourself and thus your projects. And that's what the soul contract is about. You're not lazy. You're a person like me. You need a lot of downtime. You need a lot of downtime. You need a lot of time to stare out into space and think about stupid stuff. That's not lazy. That's just how we're built. It's important. Like, put it on your schedule. It's needed, right? But no, you'll get it done. All right. Mediha Ness, here we go. What's next at work? What's next at work is more anxiety and limitations and probably people trying to micromanage you. So awesome. What should you avoid? Getting in between the politics of leadership. There's a lot of weird politics going on, and you probably just by the nature of what you do and who you are, you can't help but be in it to some extent, but you have to be really careful about how you're in it and what that looks like. You want to be super, super careful because there's a push me, pull you with the people at the top, and it's not pretty. So avoid that. And what to lean into, what to push on. Lean into whatever's going to make you feel the most creative and the least aggrieved. So push on and lean into what you like best and avoid the weird politics. All right. So Justine. Justine, you are up next. I'm just reading some feedback. Leslie, she's a Capricorn, so it makes sense for her to be guarded. I like people that are like this because I'm the same way. Trust should be earned, right? And Trey and Kanchan agree, sort of agree with that. We're definitely a little spacey sometimes. It's all right. It's all right. All right, Justine, thank you for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Is the date I've elected for the surgery looking okay for a safe, successful procedure? In order to avoid the Mercury retrograde and the Mars retrograde pre-shadow period that comes into play late summer, I had to schedule sooner than anticipated, Tuesday, July 23rd. Now I see a different astro issue with this upcoming date, and I'm really nervous. I don't know how serious it is, and I know neither of us are astrologers, but maybe the cards can check me on this concern. Right. Yeah, no, I understand the issue. I get it. So the date that you now have, July 23rd. Is July 23rd, well, let's ask this. If you have your surgery on July 23rd, what can we expect as an outcome? I assume your mother will be the one to take you and pick you up and do all the things. And she might be irritated or inconvenienced by this date, but she might be irritated or inconvenienced by any date. You're going to be tired and have to recover, and you'll need time off work. And the recovery will be fine. Now, would it be better on a different date? No, this is a fine date. This is a fine date. Do it. All right. All right. Maria Baresi, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, this is good news. This is good news. Anthony has started to undertake his music venture. Hallelujah. He's reached out to several media outlets for connections, etc. Is this the right venue for him to make connections? Time-wise, what do you think? Okay. I mean, it's a start. It's a start. The thing is, it's a start, but I feel like he's avoiding the thing he really needs to do, which is just getting out and playing music. So it's good that he's doing this. This is great. But I feel like there's other things he could be doing as well, not instead of, but additionally. But I think overall, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Time-wise, it'll take time, and this is like what he's doing is good, but it's not the only thing he should be doing. That's the message. Ness, spot on about the management. Don't want to get caught in that. No, you do not. No, you do not. Okay, Santiago, nice to see you. What can I expect in regards to love in the near future, gay and single? Let's take a look. Oh, well, I think you got to look. You got to go looking. And I think you can certainly find people to hang out with, find people to enjoy, but I think you're actually looking for a real connection. You're looking for a partner, not just a hookup. That's obviously more difficult to find, but I think you will find it. So look, that's the key. You got to look. Okay. All right. And Medea Ness. All's good. I'm at the stage of being annoyed and enjoy being annoying in response. Perfect. Haha. Casey, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. My temporary teaching position has ended, so I'm currently looking for another one. Will I find another full-time teaching position before the school year starts? I'm very nervous. And if you look, you have nothing to worry about. If you look, you will find. I promise. Seek and ye shall find, without question. Febborn, nice to see you. Hang on one second. Febborn, nice to see you. Dreamt a couple of nights ago about a large bird, looked like an albatross, slid up to my next ear and was whispering for about 30 seconds. Couldn't hear and communicated that. Any significance? Yeah. I think this is spirit, specifically female and male, both, loved ones. Like this is you getting ready to communicate with spirit. Birds are considered psychopomps, those who can take messages from the world of the living to the world of the dead, back and forth. Large bird, big messages, and you're like, I can't hear, but the bird's coming. So I think this is about your development psychically and specifically in terms of mediumship, being able to communicate with spirit. So just keep listening to spirit and eventually you'll be able to hear. Quinn Kilharius, nice to see you. Renata, hope you're doing well. Why does Y keep seeing my stories? And if he doesn't want to be my friend anymore, he didn't say so, but he keeps being really distant all of a sudden, and we were super close. I think he feels bad about the whole thing. I think it's not as cut and dry as all of that. I think he does want to be your friend, but he's going through all kinds of stuff and it's weird. And now it's weird between the two of you and he doesn't know what to say and he doesn't know how to make it up. He doesn't know what to do. So it's all of that. It's all the things. And so, you're confused because it's confusing and he's confused too. And he'd really like to be friends again. He misses you, but he doesn't know what to do. So, if you were to reach out to him, he may not, I don't even think that would work, because he's just got, I think his life is a rolling dumpster fire right now, and he doesn't know what to do with it. I think that's what it is. So don't take it personally, and just know it means that he's still interested in what you're doing and what's up with you, and that still interests him. Kanchan, nice to see you. I've started journaling using Evernote. Very good. You're doing research? So you're doing a lot of great stuff, and so you just want advice about all the good work that you're doing. And what you need to know is you have been discouraged from taking the path that you're taking, but you should take it anyway, because you've got a mission, you've got a journey, you know what you want, and you need to go for it. So there it is. Jenny, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What are the odds of you passing the exam? You have a study plan, but you don't know if it's going to work. You're starting super late, only have 2 weeks. What are your chances of passing? You have chances. The chances are there. You can pass. It's possible. Okay, Ivan Morris. What about Joel? So that's a great question. In a way, it's specific. In a way, it's not. What about Joel? I feel like, I don't know if Joel is in your past or if this is issues of Joel from the past, but I feel like it's about processing something from the past. And healing comes when that is processed. Teresa, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being a moderator here. I have 2 important matters coming up that I'm very nervous about. Is there a reason to be concerned, or is this anxiety stemming from my recent loss and all will be okay? So the 2 important matters that you're coming up about, matter A, matter B, are both important, and that's why you're nervous, but they're both going to be fine. They're big, but they're both going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. And yes, you've really been through the ringer. And understand, too, that with the recent tragedy that you've sustained, not only was that in and of itself so very difficult and continues to be very difficult to deal with, it has brought up other traumas for you as well. So you are going through it, and you're doing a good job holding it together. You are doing a good job. Nothing to worry about. Everything is fine, and understandable that you'd be feeling how you're feeling. Oh, Iva, thank you for that feedback. Perfect. I've received the message that was needed. Excellent. Thank you. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here today. Have I offended a family member who seems like she does not want to speak to me? I don't think so. I think that family member, I don't think that family member is offended by you. I think that family member recognizes that you're not in the mood for BS. You're not in the mood for social niceties. If we're going to talk about real things, and family member is not in the mood. But it's not offense. It is avoiding, but it's not offense, if that makes sense. Nalini, it is so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. How soon before I meet the guy of my dreams, or is it someone I already know? I wonder if it's someone you already know. I feel like there might be someone you already know. Just saying. Teresa, thanks for that feedback. You were spot on. It indeed has brought up some old traumas. That'll happen, man. That's the thing about trauma. They say misery loves company, and that's true in so many ways. And one of the ways, which is not why we mean it this way, but it's true, that one misery will bring up in the human brain every other like misery and all the miseries adjacent to and associated with that misery, so you get to suffer even more greatly. But I think there is a purpose for it because it allows for greater healing. Greater suffering, yes, but also greater healing. Michelle F., it is so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I have a question for my kiddo, Jules. She's asking if the new relationship will have positive outcomes. I think the new relationship is worth pursuing, but recognize that we talk about a positive outcome. There's a lot of different possibilities for a positive outcome for a relationship. I think the relationship is worth pursuing and worth exploring, but what you think of as a positive outcome and what I think of as a positive outcome could be two different things. Laura V., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Do I have marriage coming towards me and Ruben? Do we think there'll be marriage there? I think it's possible, yes, but there might be a family objection. I wonder if someone from either family might object, but it still could happen. Bella Luna, what is my soul contract? And we thank Trey for that question. That's such a great question. And, if soul contracts are true, you probably have many. But one of the things that shows up is to make the best out of whatever life throws at you. The best things will happen to you and for you when you make the best of difficulties. DH, same question. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. What is one of my soul contracts? In this lifetime, you have to find your creativity. You have to find and use your creativity in a variety of ways. Michelle F., for myself, I'd love to have some insight into how my burlesque journey is going to continue to go. Very good. Sounds like fun. Let's take a look. I think it's going to be hard, and specifically hard on your body. So be careful. Be careful physically with the physical piece of it. And there might be some interpersonal issues as well. So I feel like it's creative, it's fun, it's good, but it's not easy. So you got to be serious about it to do it. Okay, Martha Vink. My sweet dog, Gracia, needs extensive and expensive dental work. No, I'm so sorry. Should I continue where we're scheduled, which is an hour away, or find a place more local to me? I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, Martha. The hits just keep on coming, don't they? All right. So, where you're scheduled is good. They're good. A place closer, I think you got to go where you're scheduled. If you like them and you think they're good, I think they're good. I know the drive is a problem, but if you trust them and like them, that means it matters. Okay. Harry S. I'm going to Niagara Falls for a week vacation. I love that. What's my greatest opportunity for this trip? I think during the week, there will be one day that things do not go your way. It could be a weather issue or some other thing. And that day is going to give you the greatest opportunity to do something unexpected, a happy accident, something, trouble is opportunity in work clothes, that kind of thing. So the one day when things don't go your way, look for the opportunity. Okay, Denise Woods, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Looking for a message from angels or ancestors. I think it has to do with a family history of not having what you need, whether it's money, time, energy, whatever. And that could go back for generations. And to think about, it is possible that that energy could shift, that your children, that your grandchildren could have what they need. And that's what you have to think about. Okay, Ashley, thanks for being here. I would like to know if my father has any messages for me. Your father seems to feel like you're in some conflict right now. And wants you to know that if there's a situation, a way of thinking, a relationship, a job, a situation that you're not happy with, that you feel like you need to walk away from, but you're afraid to walk away, there's not a ringing in. He's not ringing in that like, yes, you should or should not walk away, but he's ringing in that you should trust yourself to make good decisions for yourself. Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Just had a job interview yesterday, as you know. Will I be offered the position, and when, and is it a good fit? I think it's hard to wait. Like, I know you're excited about it, so it's hard to wait. But I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Do I think you will get the offer? I think there's a likelihood that you'll get the offer. I think that it is likely. Would this position be a good fit for you? In a lot of ways, yes. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. No job is a perfect fit. But in a lot of ways, yes. And Yolanda, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind. Very kind. All right. Pamela Scott, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Every day I wake up alarmed and anxious. Is it a me thing or am I picking up something going on with a loved one? Asking because in the past, every time I got anxious out of nowhere, something bad was happening with this person. So this with a specific person, right? All right, so let's take a look. Right now, you could be picking up on the world. You definitely, I don't necessarily think it's this specific person or a specific person, but I definitely think it's you picking up stuff I think you could do to work on psychic protection. Because I think you're picking up on the world. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, Psyop, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Reaper TV, nice to see you. So, Pegman is my company. It's a liquor delivery application. What's its future? That sounds good. That sounds like a great thing. You got to be patient and you got to have money to put into it. It needs investment and it needs more technology. It needs more development. But if you can have time, funding, and development, it could do very well in the long run. Very well indeed. Very well indeed. It's a great concept. Great concept. Anne, thanks for being here. I would like to know if my mother has any messages for me. An obvious message of love, but your mother is looking at you and is saying that she's seeing that there's something going on in your life that you're trying for, that you're working on, that you're doing that isn't working the way you want it to. And she wants you to examine that. Examine that. What's not working the way you want it to, and what can you do differently? So she wants you to really take a look at the thing that you don't want to see, the thing that you don't want to look at. And you know what it is. It's not working as well as it could. What could you do differently? Shrimp is a psyop. Ended up getting a pack of oracle cards the other day, having no clue they're not the same as tarot. Happens all the time. But a good oracle deck is a fun thing too, you know? So congratulations for starting your collection. And the great thing is, if you happen to get a deck, tarot, oracle, whatever you don't like, we trade. We have a lot of fun trading with each other. So, you know, it's never a wasted purchase. It's a good thing. Joyous Ocean, nice to see you. So from my perspective, I've come to the end of questions. What we're doing here today is specific questions. I will give you just a couple of minutes to get those final questions in. If there's people just getting here who have a specific question, go ahead and formulate it now. I do want to remind you that next week we have a members-only live stream. The link is already up. We're going to do a great class, so make sure you join us. I also want to remind you, StarCon tickets are available. You can join us in person or online. So get those tickets, and I am available for readings. To book your reading with me or to get that StarCon ticket, the link is already up in the descriptions right here. Psyop, yeah, you absolutely should get a tarot deck as well. Absolutely, yes. Get many. You know, the great thing, like, you can spend hundreds of dollars on a tarot deck, but you can also spend 20, you know? Not trying to, you know, I recognize that for some people, $20 is a lot of money. But, you know, if it is affordable for you. And the thing is, like, a lot of people will make decks available for free for people too. Like if you really need a deck and you can't afford one, you know, there's a lot of ways to make it happen. Let's just put it that way. So collect thee thy decks. Okay, I don't do more than one question per person unless it's about another person. But since I'm waiting to see if anyone else has a second question, I will go ahead and do this for Casey. You have an interview on Monday. Anything that you need to know going into it, you know the thing. Just be yourself. You're fine. You're fine. And, you know, you got shaken because you had a good interview and didn't get the job. Well, lots of times we have good interviews and don't get the job. That's okay. Don't let that bother you. You know, because then you're like, well, it was a good interview. Why didn't they hire me? Why didn't they hire me? Don't worry about it. Just do the next interview. It's all good. You'll get a job. Morgana the Great, nice to see you. Okay, a soul contract for you to keep secrets, to keep your own secrets and the secrets of those that have entrusted you. It's about being trustworthy in this lifetime. Okay, Ali Mammon, what does the universe and my guides want me to know about my career? Am I on the right track? There's new opportunities coming up. As long as you look for the new opportunities, you will be on the right track. Jackie Masters, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Can I ask too about soul contracts? Sure. A soul contract for you is about finding your right livelihood, finding the work that you really enjoy, that really makes a difference for you and others. All right, my friends, I want to thank you so much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you to people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Thanks to the members and the moderators. Please do like this video. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you all so much. Be good.